What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV. Back with another live stream today. It is match day. Arsenal against Wolves. Finally, we have an Arsenal game back. I just hope I'm saying that again by 10 o'clock this evening. As usual, I started off in shameless fashion because let's be honest, people, if we don't win the game tonight, then I won't be able to say that too much. So, let's start off with Antonio, shushing people and all that. Next minute, Shea Adams, 3-2, get out of here, close down the toilet and all of that. So big up to each and every one of you for tuning in. It has been a decent week for Arsenal, man. Let's be real. Man United draw at Burnley, Spurs lose at home to Southampton. But we are the problem. We know we're the problem. Anytime, any place, we can mash up the place, in a good way or a bad way. Can we go to Wolves and handle business tonight? I do not know, but we'll find out. Make sure you tune in for the watch-along tonight, 7:15. Scenes FC is back. Big up to each and every one of you in the chat. Hope you're all well. Let's see what you're saying. Big up Nimbo, man, said you bad. But listen, man, I'm shameless with it, man. That's all we've got as Arsenal fans. They're saying... Man saying Antonio needs a transplant. He's going bold. See you, net. We out here, baby. Big up to all the community as usual. Curtis, what you hope, careful what you hope for. I know, I hear you. Man, you're hilarious. Listen, if you're an Arsenal fan and you ain't got a sense of humour, life will be too serious. You have to learn to smile, Spurs doing him dirty, man, making Antonio look like some... half-arse manager when he's a proper manager. Chicken FC back again, man. Nando's settings, people. I'm a bit peckish, to be fair. Big up Curtis bringing the vibes. No, Curtis, we're the solution. Mikel, I tell you something. Mikel Arteta saying that he is the solution. I mean, if we don't win tonight or the next, whenever, that's going to keep coming back to bite him, I'm telling you. Yeah, we have to stand up if we hate Tottenham. We have to do it once. You know that, people. You know that. But hey, no Nketiah tonight. They might bring him on. Victory through harmony. My guy Curtis Swagger intact with that hoodie. Yeah, man, listen. For those that don't know, I love my NBA, man. I love my NBA. It's one of my favorite sports. So I had to get this. This is an all-over one. Someone said, is it a Lakers one? So it's got all the teams on it. To be fair, I'm not going to lie. When it comes to NBA, I'm a bit of a I kind of follow the players that I like. When I was younger, I was a bit of a New York Knicks fan. I can't lie. Patrick Ewing with the sweaty forehead, man. You know what I mean? And Carmelo, I was a big New York Knicks fan. But then when you're an Arsenal fan and supporting New York Knicks as well, if you know your basketball, that is painful. So I'm kind of a LeBron James fan. So I kind of go where LeBron goes. I can't lie. I'm a bit, it's not really the best way to support, but at least it's not stressful. You know what I'm saying? I wish I did that with football. Yeah, man. One thing guaranteed, Jack a yellow card. Hey, if you got some spare cash, just slap it on Xhaka to get booked, man. That's probably going to happen. Big up my boy Fran. I was listening to your stream earlier, bro. He said, yes, community hit the like for my boy. Big up to you, brother. Curtis admits he's a plastic fan. I can't lie, man. When it comes to the NBA, man, I am a bandwagon fan. I can't lie. Wherever LeBron goes, I'm kind of there, You're a sucker for punishment. Trust me, man. Knicks and Arsenal. Nah, man, nah. No one deserves that. No one deserves that. I can't lie. Knicks is the closest to Arsenal. That's what I'm saying. I'm not on it. Big up KG said, same Curtis. I've gone wherever LeBron has gone. I've had a great time in Cleveland, Miami, and now LA. I don't cap. LeBron is my guy in basketball. So yeah, I move around. But yeah, the Knicks, man, it's all long. I am one of those. I get enough punishment in football, at least in basketball. Let me just enjoy myself, But big up to each and every one of you. Kevin said, I feel you, Curtis. I'm a Knicks, Mets, Jets, and Arsenal fan. Disappointment settings. No one deserves that, man. No one deserves that. Gunnar Vettel said, reporter to Arteta, is that the impression you got from the squad that Aubameyang wasn't pulling his weight? Arteta, I don't work with impressions. I work with facts. Listen, that guy, I'm telling you, when he looks in the mirror, I believe he sees Pep Guardiola. He just sees it. You ever seen that picture where the cat is looking in the mirror and he sees a lion? They say it's not what you are, it's who you see. I believe when Arteta looks in the mirror, he sees Pep. He might even tell his friends, listen, I'm responsible for Pep's success. I genuinely believe it. He's got the arrogance of Mourinho and Pep, but the performance of Alan Pardew and Tony Pulis. So I don't know. Maybe he'll get there eventually, but the arrogance is beyond belief. I can't lie. You know, why don't you back it up with performances, bro? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's got better hair than Pep. That's about it. Fran said he needs a slap. Well, you know, Klopp was going to stick it on him, wasn't he, you know? Klopp was going to stick it on it. Big up C, do you think we can finally win the Champions League? Oh, you're asking as a Man City fan. I was about to put you in timeout for 3 minutes. You're a Man City fan. You've got a good chance. You have got a very good chance this year. Can't stand Arteta, bro. Seriously, still can't believe he's our manager. Spanish Bruce Rioch for me. Spanish Bruce Rioch. Is that a Yankees cap? Yeah, man, it is, to be fair. Not a Yankees fan, though. Not a real big baseball fan, to be honest. Alan Pardew settings. Let me go into Xhaka mode, by the way. Slow it down a little bit. Make sure you tune in tonight for the watch-along. One way or another, it's going to be epic. It's either Arsenal therapy tomorrow afternoon or we're celebrating a victory, you know. It's one of the two. So we'll figure it out as we go along. Timeout. I'm telling you, until I saw that Man City picture, he was heading for a timeout real quick. I let him off, you know. Jambi and Lakonga settings. Hoodie's cold, Big C. Big up, man. Big up everyone bigging up the hoodie. I haven't wore this for a while, to be fair. It's therapy tomorrow for sure. Right, let's get into Arsenal. We've got a few things to talk about. Now, for those that don't know, we obviously did press conference reaction yesterday. It was one of the biggest waffle settings, press conferences I've ever heard in my life. Ever. I had a headache by the time I came off that stream. And they then do another press conference with the radio and people like that, and they embargo that. They release that at 10:30 in the evening. So there was a few things that he said afterwards. So I was just quickly going to go over what he said. There was only a few questions. Talk is Cheap is out tomorrow evening, so look out for that. So we're just going to go through a few of his quotes, and, you know, he said a couple more things about Aubameyang, and yeah, he's the solution and all of that. So I'm just going to talk about that. How are you feeling about the game tonight? I'm going to keep it 100, as always. I can't say with confidence that I believe we're going to win this game. I just can't. Like, when I look at the facts tell me this is going to be a very difficult game. We're going to look at reasons why and a few statistics and that later. The heart tells me Arsenal will go there and grind out a victory. But the brain tells me this is going to be a very difficult game because Wolves are a good team this season. They're 2 points behind us. Their manager's just won Manager of the Month. You know, Daniel Podence a very good winger. It's going to be difficult. Where are our goals going to come from? But we'll see. We'll see. I'm hopeful. I'm hoping we win 2-1. But I wouldn't bet my house on it. I tell you that. Logic over heart. Yeah, man. Definitely. I'm somewhat confident, but then again, Kevin, tomorrow, we lose Curtis, it's the players. We win Curtis, it's the manager. That's it, man, Kev. That is it. Right, let's just quickly go through what he had to say yesterday. This is a lot shorter than yesterday, I promise you. Yesterday was a heck of a long press conference, man. It was, you know, it seemed never-ending. So Arteta, this was the headline of the show. You know, I might as well I could actually end this stream after this one sentence because it's enough just to wrap up and I'll see you all later on. He was asked, can Arsenal still attract big name players? He said, absolutely. We have the tradition, what the club inspires and what we are as a club. It's enormous. Everybody wants to play for Arsenal. Hope you enjoyed the stream, people. Watch along to... Not really, I'm joking. No, I need a break. I'm going to have a drink first. He said everybody wants to play for Arsenal. Now, Mikel, respectfully, bro, like respectfully, just calm down a little bit. Calm down. Yeah, man, stop the cap. We couldn't even get Vlahovic. We'd never heard of Vlahovic 12 months ago. We rang him 33 times for him to say no. Like, come on. I love Arsenal. I'm History Channel settings. I turn up every day with a green screen with legends from the past. I know what we were. But we are not that anymore. We are not that anymore. We're like a, a woman who was, looked like a model in her 20s, but now, she's 52. It ain't quite the same. There's a few wrinkles. She's had a little bit of treatment, just trying to hang on. That's what we're at right now. Get with the program, bro. Everybody wants to play for Arsenal. He's the solution, though, people. He is the solution to our problem. Giacomo, did I not click on it? He's the solution to our problem, folks. So all our problems, he's gonna solve them. So nothing to worry about. He's gonna solve all of our problems, and I'm looking forward to seeing him do it. But Pamela Anderson settings, man. You know what I mean? Baywatch settings, running on the beach. I'll be there. You know what I mean? But 20 years later, ain't that no more? You know what I mean? They moved on. This guy needs to get with the program, man. I don't know what he thinks. Everybody wants to play for Arsenal. I mean, you didn't really show that in the last transfer window. It looked like nobody wanted to play for Arsenal. Not everybody wants to play for Arsenal. Vlahovic wanted to play for, you know what I mean? We were hunting that brother down. I think Vlahovic would disagree with that statement. So do 30 other top-class players minimum. Mickey Rose, he's back. Everybody wants to play for Arsenal, folks. That's why we didn't sign one player in the window. Beautiful. Absolutely. Yeah, just drop the mic, man. The guy's he's crazy. He's absolutely crazy. He's the solution, though. He's going to solve all of our problems. Just give him time. Mikel, right, let's skip through. He said, now we're going to go to the next level and do that. Oh, no. Am I working the wrong way? There we go. Right. Arteta on if he's ready for a fan backlash if the gamble of not buying players in January backfires. He says, when you identify the talent, it's whether it's available to do it. The last thing we want to do is bring players here that are not going to take us to the next level. I mean, with all due respect, bro, man, come on. We've got Eddie Nketiah coming on. If Lacazette pulls his hamstring tonight or has a stinker, you're bringing on Eddie Nketiah. So are you telling me there isn't a striker out there that is better than Eddie Nketiah and maybe better than Lacazette? They've got 2 goals from open play this season between them. And you're telling me there ain't a striker that can improve on that? I mean, I think he needs to relax. Fred said he's speaking facts. Arsenal, yes. Arsenal under Arteta, no. I think Arsenal still does have a level of pull if we had a massive manager and if we were performing. But even when we had Arsene Wenger, let's be honest, we didn't sign many superstars. That wasn't really the direction that Arsenal went. You know, they tried to create superstars rather than buying them. Big up Shahira with the super sticker. Appreciate that. What about Martinelli and Pepe? Not superstars, though, are they? Let's be honest. Playing them up front. Yeah. It's better than Eddie. Arteta then said, now we're going to go to the next level. I'm waiting for this, mate. He said, we need to have the certainties. We've done a lot of work in order to get that discipline internally to do that. That's the only objective and the reason behind it. I mean, listen, man. As I said yesterday, people, I don't expect any manager to just sign people. I don't agree with doing that. And I do think he's right not to do that. You know, don't just sign people because the fan base are moaning. But don't tell me that you can't get players that are an improvement on what we've got. I think he needs to humble himself a little bit. I can't lie. I think he needs to humble himself. Being humble is a beautiful quality in life. Even if you're successful, you're at the top, be humble, man. And I feel like this guy is not humble. And he hasn't even achieved anything major, really. Discipline not on the pitch, though. Exactly. More red cards than anyone in the Premier League since he's become the manager. Will Davis said the main goal of Arsenal is to mug off the fans as long as they can. Absolute delusional waffle. Appreciate your support, bro. And listen, I can't lie. We were speaking about it yesterday. Julian said Martinelli is already world class. I mean, as I said yesterday, man, I'm convinced that Arteta is Julian with a wig on. You know, I love Martinelli, but how can he be world class? You know, let's be real. Hasn't played for Brazil yet. Come on, let's just relax. Let's see what else he had to say. More waffle. Let me just skip through these bits and bobs. He did speak a little bit about Aubameyang. Antonio Conte there. Arteta on Aubameyang's legacy at Arsenal. He said, from my side and everybody here, I think you've seen a couple of messages to him. It's gratitude. We wish him the best and we move on without regrets because I prefer to look at all the beautiful things and the good times we had. Like, just tell us what happened, bro. That's all we want to know. We want to just know what happened. He then goes on to say, and as well, very importantly, to learn from those ones that have not been so good and to learn what you could have done better from my side. I mean, they were the only bits he had to say. It's more waffle. You know, I had enough yesterday, but he's still going on. Hey, big up the Saints, man. Oh, when the Saints they handled business yesterday at Tottenham. I can't lie. But yeah, we need to handle our business. That's the next side of it. But yeah, he's talking himself into a difficult situation because he didn't need to act like that. I don't think he's being wrong in what he's saying about Aubameyang, but there's just a pure arrogance and stuff. You know, everybody wants to join Arsenal. They don't, bruv. Just be honest. Be realistic. You know, one thing we liked about Arteta when Arteta joined the club was we said, the honesty that he's talking with. And as he's been at the club longer and longer, I feel like he's just been more influenced by the Kroenkes. And now you feel like it's politician settings. And that's what disappoints me. You know, when he joined, I did feel there was a level of honesty from him with the fact that he'd been at the club for a long time. But no, I'm not seeing it now. Arteta's chatting breeze, Captain Birdseye. There was more on Haters TV. Oh yeah, I did listen to a bit of that, but I haven't been able to find the quotes to get them up to talk about. But I did hear a little bit. Pepe needs to start. There's no chance of that happening, mate. He won't start tonight. Mikel Kroenke in full effect. He's you can see, man, he's under the influence of Kroenke, isn't he? You know, he's a club man. He's a club man, and that's why his contract will be extended. I've always said Kroenke's puppet. Waffles exploded, mashed potatoes everywhere. That honesty has slowly gone out of the window. Now it's arrogance and waffle because you come in the door and you think, I'm me, I'm going to be who I am. So you speak honestly, you do what you're doing. Then he's probably realised if I'm too harsh or too honest, that's going to get me sacked. If I play the game and be the puppet, I'll stay in this job for a long time and the Kroenkes will keep me here. Like I said yesterday. And Marianne, no, I don't want him to slag the club off. Of course I don't want him to slag the club. He's not going to do that. That's not going to work. You don't do an interview and slag off your boss. They're going to get rid of you. But there is a way of being honest and also being realistic and not being disrespectful, you know, and acting like, you know, telling the fans things that aren't happening. There's an arrogance. We're going to go to the next level. What is the next level? Because we've been 8th the last 2 years. So the next level, what is the next level? Do you want Champions League? Do you want Europa League? Why did we not buy a striker? You said you couldn't find anyone who could improve what we had when we all know there were strikers out there that could improve. We all know there was midfielders. Why did we let players go when we were short? Why did we not let Ainsley go later in the month and use him against Forest? These are the questions that we want answers to. And Arsenal fans are expected to have answers. All fans deserve answers. Although, listen, clubs don't tell you everything. Toeing the line, 100%. And that will only take you so far, in my opinion. You look at the most successful managers in the world, the best managers in the world. Klopp, Pep, Conte, Simeone. Did those four toe the line? Mourinho of the past and Ancelotti. They're strong characters. They do what they need to do. They say what's necessary. They get the respect from fans while still having the respect of their boss. That's what makes them elite managers, in my opinion. I love his confidence. Pep and Jose equals Arteta. Listen, if the performances were like that, then yeah. Elliot said, I have more respect for Emery every day. Listen, I think Emery was a good manager. I just think it was the wrong time for him. I think he needed to understand English properly to comprehend what was going off in the dressing room. But I think the club, he lost the dressing room. When you lose the dressing room, you lose your job. And I think communication was a huge problem for Emery. But listen, I thought he was a good manager. He's won 4 Europa Leagues. He's no mug, that's for certain. Clement said 6th is the next level after back-to-back 8th place finishes. They'll celebrate that, 100%. And like I said, I'm being totally honest. I said on here at the start of the season, I felt Arsenal would finish 7th. So being honest, on paper, if Arsenal finish 6th, it is progress. However, when you've spent 250 million since you've been at the club, when Man United are out of form, sack their manager. Tottenham out of form, sack their manager. West Ham have a small squad. I think the door is open for Arsenal to go and get 4th. It's whether we're good enough to take it. And games like tonight, we'll find out. Javion said, the legend Curtis wearing a basketball hoodie and a basketball hat while talking about football. You beauty, mate. Hey, listen, it's all sports here, people. It's all sports. Make sure as well, if you want that additional content, people, the Twitch channel has been set up. The link is in the description. Yesterday, a few people said the link wasn't working. It should work now. When we hit 1,000 followers on there, we'll launch. We've hit 300 and something in one day, so hopefully maybe by next week we'll hit 1,000. We'll get started. We're going to do some FIFA, maybe some Grand Theft Auto, maybe some Football Manager, and we'll do additional football content on there as well, while still doing what we're doing on here. Like this video, 1,700 of you in the chat, and lick down that like button and subscribe. Big up Penalty Spot. Yeah, he gave me a few pointers why the link wasn't working properly, so I appreciate that. I need to install Twitch now. Spurs in the mud. Right, let's move on. We're going to look at a few stats and facts and break down and look ahead to the game tonight, people. I'm excited and nervous for the game. I can't lie. I'm excited and nervous. Wanted to bring up these tables. This is the home and the away table. This is the home and the away table. And I want to show you the difference between Arsenal and between Wolves. Now, the interesting thing here, Arsenal, this one here on the left-hand side, as you see it here, is the home table. Now, Arsenal are 4th in the home table. 11 games, 7 wins, 2 draws, 2 defeats. Now, Wolves are down in 12th, although they do have a game in hand. If they won that game, they would be 9th. But they're not great at home. 10 games, 4 wins, 2 draws, and 4 defeats. And if you can see here, people, they've only scored 8 goals in 10 games at home. The problem with that, as we go over here to the away table, Arsenal being the away team tonight, Arsenal are 9th in the away league. We are clearly not the same team away from the Emirates. 10 games played, 4 wins, 1 draw and 5 defeats, and only 15 goals scored whilst conceding 17 in 10 games away from home. -2 goal difference away from home. We are just not the same team outside of the Emirates, and that is a big, big problem. So Wolves are not great at home. We're not great away from home. So how's it going to balance itself out? It's going to be an interesting game, and something that, you know, will be interesting. Now, looking at their team news, I had some notes here. They've got no Willy Bolly tonight, who's one of their best centre-backs. They've got no Pedro Neto. Is not back yet. He's a fantastic player, of course, for them. He hasn't returned from injury yet. And obviously, Adama Traore has left the club, going to Barcelona. But their manager is very good. He started the season very well. And he's just won Manager of the Month, Bruno Lage. And they are a good team. They're going to be dangerous. They're going to be hard to beat. They've got Jimenez. They've got Daniel Podence, who I think is a very, very good player. They call him the new Eden Hazard. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough game tonight. David said, safe, bro. I'm shook of Matinho and Neves versus our centre mids. I mean, those two have negatives and positives. For me, Ruben Neves will leave in the summer. I think Arsenal will be one of the clubs trying to sign him. I think Man United will go for him. I think Ruben Neves is a fantastic player. João Matinho has been a fantastic player. But I believe he's 34, 35, João Matinho. He's small. And him and Neves are not the most mobile and energetic. So it's if you can get them on the back foot. I mean, looking at it here, João Moutinho's 35, turns 36 in September. So defensively, I do think they can be got at. But, we know their quality on the ball. And I rate Ruben Neves very high. Hwang's just come back from... He's come back from injury. He's been out since December. I had some notes written down. So Hwang has been out since the 15th of December with a muscular problem. He's now back in full training and will probably be involved tonight. Also, Trincao is back. He's been out with COVID. He missed the last game. He's had COVID twice, although they're not sure whether he's 100%. So they may have some players missing. They do have one or two issues in their team. They play free at the back. And I'm going to look at the team lineup and things like that. What team I think Arsenal should go with. And we'll discuss that, people. As we go through. Rashawn said, big up from college. Curtis, man's locked up in here. Free me, bro. Get that education in, man. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. But I appreciate you listening in, man. Chris Munson said, we're going to win the game 3-1. I hope you're right. NR11 said, Curtis, our biggest challenge is consistency. 1 week we play open and creative. Next week we look clueless and out of ideas. I hear you on that. Elliot says, João and Ruben are technically superb. Sol said, it's all irrelevant as Xhaka will give away a penalty or get sent off. It's an uphill battle just to win a game. Oh, man, it's a tough one. Just quickly before we look at the team lineup, obviously, looking at the Premier League table, this is a massive game for Arsenal. It really is. I know we say that all the time, but this game is big. You look at these 4 teams, Wolves would like to be in that race as well. And big up to Jeff, who said, big up Curtis and this awesome community. Arteta has basically placed goal threats onto Saka and Martinelli. That is an unfair burden to the young players. That's a good point. It's a very good point. You look at Tottenham, Arsenal, Man United, West Ham. At the moment, they're the 4 favourites to get 4th place. Now, I look at West Ham. They've obviously got a lot of controversy surrounding them at the moment with Kurt Zouma. And they are stretched as a squad at the moment. And they are in Europe. You then look at Manchester United. Man United are out of form. It's just not happening at the moment. They got a manager who's, supply teacher at the moment. You've then got Arsenal. You've then got Spurs. Spurs got beat last night. Their manager's going bold. He looks hella stressed. Arsenal need to win this game. When I say it's a massive game, if you're at the top of the league, you're going to look at it and go, well, this ain't a massive game. This is 2 teams just above mid-table. But in our own world, this is a big game. Wolves are in form. 4 wins and a draw in their last 5 games. They are an informed team. Arsenal have won 3, lost 1 and drawn 1. As you can see, Wolves have only conceded 16 goals this season. They've got the 2nd best defence in the Premier League, which, I was shocked when I looked at the league table. Only Manchester City have got a better back 4 or defence than Wolves at the moment. 16 goals conceded in 21 games. That is outstanding at any level. Man City have only conceded 14. Even Liverpool 19, and when you think Arsenal have conceded 25. So it shows how resolute and solid Wolves are. As I said before, Wolves' weakness is they've scored 19 goals in 21 games. It's the 3rd lowest in the Premier League. When you think Arsenal have conceded 33 compared to Wolves 19, and we're still not that great going forward. So the problem for Wolves, if you can score first against them, they seem to struggle to come back in the game. So what we've got to do, for me, we've got to get the first goal tonight. Because Wolves are very good at going in front and protecting the lead with that quality defence. They play free at the back with 2 wing-backs. It can turn into a 5 real quick and become very difficult. So Arsenal, for me, have to score first tonight. If Wolves take the lead, I think we're in big trouble. So Stewie said therapy tomorrow 2 p.m. I hope not, bro. Kai said, did you see Antonio's comments on Zuma? Absolutely spot on. I get his point. We'll speak about it shortly before we round up at the end. It's a strong debate, but something, that needs speaking about. Clement said Wolves are ahead of Chelsea and Liverpool in fewest goals. Brilliant defence. Amo said, Big C, what was the website showing where teams attack on the pitch during a game? It was It was The Athletic put it up, a picture. The Athletic, if you look on their socials, it was a picture they uploaded a few days ago. Elliot said, first goal will be all important tonight. If Arsenal score first, we can win by 2. So, yeah, it's interesting. It is interesting, that is for sure. And they're going to be difficult. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a low-scoring game. You know, I really wouldn't. I would not be surprised if this was 1-0, 1-1, 2-1 maximum. I've got to be honest, I've predicted a 2-1 victory for Arsenal, but it wouldn't surprise me if it went the other way. You know, this could literally be all 3 results. We could lose, draw, or win, and that's what worries me about Arsenal. 1.8k in the chat. Big up to each and every one of you for tuning in. Lick down that like button. Let's get 1,000 likes. Subscribe if you haven't already. And follow the Twitch channel, link in the description. Big up to South London's finest, man, for his regular support. And big up to all the community. Fitz said it will be a Neves masterclass. Xhaka yellow card. Lacazette missing our only clear chance. Stupid defensive mistakes makes it 1-0 to Wolves. Eddie subbed on and does nothing. Arteta dire tactic. I hope you're not right in this case, Fitz, but I can see it all happening. Shamer said, like the NBA sweater. Big up, bro. Harvey said, what is everyone... Hope you're all well. Big up, Big C. C unit. What have I missed? More waffle. Definitely more waffle. From the manager, though. Not me, I would like to think. Is Pepe starting, in your opinion? Nah, I don't think so at all. Spot on. Could be anything tonight. Do solutions for not getting in the Champions League. Solutions for failure. Trust-born failure. Do you know what? Before I get onto the team lineup, because I want to finish in a more positive... discussion. So I just wanted to quickly talk about the whole kind of Zuma, Antonio, and a few other things that are going around. Big up to everyone who's been following on Twitch. I appreciate that. I'm only going to speak about it shortly. We did speak about the Zuma situation the other day, but a lot of people have been asking me about this. So I put out a tweet earlier on the back of what Mikel Antonio said regarding Zuma. For me, and I said this the other day, right? What Zuma did, and I want to state this before anybody jumps on me and says, I'm not trying to justify anything. What Zuma did is completely out of order. He deserves to be punished, and it's completely wrong. He's had his, I believe the cats have been taken away from him. He's been fined 2 weeks' wages. They're saying he could be going on some awareness course, and I think West Ham are going to drop him for the next game or whatever. It was terrible. And he deserves to be punished. And I've seen a lot of people saying he should be sacked, his career should be over. For me, I'm just one of these people. If you're going to have certain rules or certain energy, keep it all like that for all scenarios that are of a similar level or even worse. Mikel Antonio was saying about racism, saying, do you think racism is worse? This, that, the other. Now, the two scenarios are completely different, and 2 wrongs don't make a right. You can't really say, well, that or that, which one's worse. But what I'm saying, and what I was speaking about on the tweet, number 1, Marcus Alonso at Chelsea got done in a drink driving case that led to somebody losing their life. They didn't take his sponsorship deal away from him. They didn't sack him. He didn't go to prison. He got a £61,000 fine for drink driving and taking someone's life. That's Marcus Alonso at Chelsea, who's still sponsored by Adidas. The Adidas that dropped Kurt Zouma yesterday. I'm not saying Kurt Zouma getting dropped by Adidas is wrong. I'm saying, where was that energy when Marcus Alonso took somebody's life? In my opinion, that's even worse than what has been done by Zouma, even though what Zouma did is totally wrong. That's my first comment. My second one, Luis Suarez bit Ivanovic on the shoulder. Man bit him. Actually bit the man on the shoulder. £65,000 fine and a ban. Adidas put out an advert 6 months later promoting their brand new Adidas F50 boot with Luis Suarez in the advert. With Luis Suarez in the advert. 6 months after he bit Ivanovic on the shoulder. £65,000 fine for Luis Suarez. And my third scenario, this is what I put in the tweet, by the way. Luis Suarez was done for racially abusing Patrice Evra, £40,000 fine. And he obviously got a ban. Again, Adidas didn't drop him. Nobody was doing interviews on Sky Sports saying Luis Suarez needs to be sacked from Liverpool or Marcus Alonso should never be allowed to play football again. So to me, this is just me, and everyone's entitled to their opinion, and I don't expect everyone to agree with what I'm saying. What Zuma did is wrong, totally wrong, and he deserves punishment. But I do not like double standards. If you're going to do that, I want to see the same energy with all these other scenarios. Because how come Alonso is just able to play for Chelsea every week and no one don't talk about it? Nobody talks about it. It's there in black and white, people. For anyone who doesn't know, type in Marcus Alonso hit and run case on Google. It comes up straight away. All the details, all the fines, didn't go to prison. Luis Suarez, you know all about him. John Terry was England captain despite racially abusing Anton Ferdinand. Where was the energy then? Were England fans celebrating him when he was leading out England? You know? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. One other thing I want to say, and I don't want to get too political here, and listen, everyone's entitled to your opinion. You may think I'm wrong, but this is just my opinion on it. Harvey said, one rule for all or none. I agree, Curtis. The hypocrisy of sport where morals are concerned is all wrong. Reform needed. Exactly. Gunnar Roller said, Curtis, Chris Kirkland made a ridiculous equivalency and inferred that Zuma's case is worse than racism. Disgrace. I heard it. Listen, man, he got it wrong. He was frustrated, but the comment was wrong. How can he speak on something he doesn't know how it affects him? He doesn't know that. Now, I wanted to speak on one more thing, and I don't want to turn this into a political stream, people. I really don't. Maguire went to Greece, physically abused the police, bribed them, and still captain. It's a disgrace. Vance said, no need to apologise for not in Big C. We all know the folks and their subliminal racism. Rules for thee and not me. Didn't know Alonso did that. It's there, bro. It is there. Big up to you, Vance, with the super chat. Appreciate that. Cancel culture is the problem. Listen, don't get me wrong. A lot of these players, they don't help themselves. Let's be real. Every week you go on social media, footballers are doing stupidity. But the energy has to be the same. I want to show you one more thing before I move on to the game, because I don't want it to get too political. I just want to bring this to people's attention. I'll speak on these things. Stanley Kroenke, the owner of Arsenal Football Club, right? The one that our fan base, for some reason, won't protest him. Our Super League will have a protest for 2 weeks. This guy, in 2017... Arsenal owner Stan Kroenke launched, as they've put here, a sickening Bloodsport TV channel in the UK that screens lion and elephant hunts. And what do I say? This is a guy who owns Arsenal. He launched a channel. It was already launched in the US. He launched it in 2017 in England, of guys going out shooting endangered species and showing them off in pictures as trophies. This is the Arsenal owner that just gets away with it. Just gets away with it. Now, as I said, what Zuma did was wrong, but this is next level. This is next level. This is the owner of Arsenal, people. This is the owner of Arsenal. And we just allow this guy to own the football club, doing all kinds of madness. Just loan. And he was charging money for this channel, people. $9.99 a month. Stan Kroenke. Disgrace. Disgrace, people. Absolute disgrace. And this is our owner. You know? So, as I said, keep the energy the same, man. Why are we not rounding up and protesting to get this guy out of the club as owner? Also, the second story about him as well, just quickly before we move on. Like I said, people, I don't want to send you all off from the stream in a bad mood, but it was just interesting when I was searching for Kroenke and other things were coming up. Stan Kroenke along with the Glazers, was dismiss this. Stan Kroenke and the Glazers, right? They voted against players being able to take the knee in the NFL in their fight for racial equality. Man United and Arsenal owners will not apologise for their part in banning NFL stars from taking a knee. These two owners here, Stan Kroenke, man can't take the knee in the NFL before a game. These two voted against it. So, on one hand, the man's licking down animals on live TV and making people pay for it. And then the man's telling man in the NFL, you cannot take a knee before the game for racial equality. This is the owner of Arsenal Football Club. The guy is an absolute disgrace. Yeah, I'm pulling up receipts. I came here fully loaded today, bro. Fully loaded. Shocking. Absolutely shocking, this guy who owns this club. Arsenal fans should be lined up trying to get this guy out of the club. The guy's a disgrace. Absolute disgrace, these things. So there you go. Brooks said TalkSport should be leading a protest against Arsenal ownership if they care so much about animals. There you go. Let me leave it there. Let me leave it there. I'll say no more on the matter. This guy should not be the owner of the Arsenal Football Club. Tell him, man, suppress him, man. Tell him, man, they can't take a knee for racial equality. I don't know, people. I don't know. Yet we are too classy for oil money. In his Nightmare Before Christmas ass suit. Earson said animals have more rights than minorities. I mean, listen. It's a difficult discussion. I don't want to get too political, but the Emperor of the Uni said it's subtle racism. I'm doing a whole thesis on it as a master's. Kicking animals is wrong, but isn't eating animals, especially cats, as a delicacy in Switzerland, wrong too? It's crazy, isn't it, you know? I was talking to a friend yesterday. He was like, listen, if you go to the zoo, animals are caged. They don't want to be in a zoo, you know? So that's animal cruelty. If you watch horse racing or you bet on horses, they're whipping horses as they jump around the track. That's animal cruelty as well, you know? Even eating animals in that sense. But listen, we move on. Let me not get too into it. But yeah, you know what it is. I had to pull up some receipts on these, man. I'm telling you. These owners have to go. Gonarola said, facts, wealthy Europeans and Americans banging on about animal rights, regularly go shoot animals in Africa. Turn it in. It's sad. It's really sad. I had to come with the homework, man. I had to come with some homework today, but we move on. I appreciate all your comments. So if you're watching it live or after, give me your comments. Let me know what you think, man. But this guy, Kroenke, man, he's not a particularly nice guy, man. Let's just put it that way from the things that you're seeing. But anyway, let's talk Arsenal. That's what you're here for. Let's talk Arsenal. Big up to everyone for your comments. Lots of quality comments as well. And great engagement. But let's talk about Arsenal. Let's finish off. What team should we play tonight? I think it's the same as usual, to be honest. I suppose, looking at the team news, our only injury doubt is Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu is back in training, but the manager was saying that he hasn't been in full training for long, and he's had a recurring muscular injury. So will they risk him straight away, you know? Will be the interesting thing. Obviously, they got Podence and Trincao out wide. Tricky wingers, difficult to deal with. And you wouldn't really like to see Cedric at right back or Ben White move to right back. And then maybe Rob Holding brought in. That's definitely not something we want to see. So for me, I think if he's available, if Tomiyasu's available, I think the team pretty much picks itself, in my opinion. I suppose the only difficult thing is a lot of people are saying they want Smith Rowe back in the Arsenal team. He's actually our top goal scorer. But I just don't know how you get him in at the moment with the way Martinelli's playing and the way... Saka probably has had a good break. Back four picks itself. Goalkeeper picks itself. Tierney's picture's disappeared. Maybe he's hiding in the Tesco bag. Xhaka and Partey are back. I mean... Xhaka back. I'm not going to say is a positive. I'm not going to say it. But that partnership is the only partnership that has brought us any kind of stability of any kind at the moment. People saying Odegaard out. I mean, do you know what? At the start of the season, I honestly thought that Smith Rowe would be Arsenal's number 10, even though I viewed him more as an 8 than a 10. I thought he would get in there. I just think the type of 10 that Arteta wants, it suits Odegaard more than Smith Rowe, which is a shame because he's our top scorer. He'll play Odegaard. Odegaard's picture's disappeared now as well. He'll play Odegaard, in my opinion. Oh, they're all going. Saka's has gone. It's all gone wrong. But Martinelli, Saka, and Laka. I can't see him doing anything else. Don't play Tommy. Don't risk him. They won't risk Tommy. You don't think so? It depends. Don't risk him. But, all right. So if he doesn't play, what would you do? Because you either go Cedric right back or you push Ben White right back and play holding. Thoughts on a 3-4-3 in this game if Tomiyasu is out? I don't think he'll do it. I can't lie. I think he'll stick with 4 at the back. Say it, Curtis Xhaka. I refuse to say it, DV. I can't see it. I can't say it. Cristobal, the pictures just disappeared, bro. I don't know what was happening there. But nah, man, listen. Xhaka yellow card is probably a cert. Tavares right back. Tavares hasn't kicked a ball since Nottingham Forest, I don't think. Make or break game today. Listen, I just look at this. Even though Wolves are in good form, manager of the month, toughest defence, I think you've also got to be aware of the fact, people, that Wolves have lost 7 games this season. They're the 3rd lowest scorers in the league. They lost at the weekend to Norwich in the FA Cup. I'm just scrolling back through their results this season. They lost to Leicester. They lost to Man United. They lost 2-0 at home to Brentford. I'm just trying to see who else they lost to. They lost to Crystal Palace. They drew 0-0 at home to Burnley. Lost to Man City. Lost to Liverpool. And lost to Norwich. So, they've lost to teams that are not world beaters. As I said, I think if Arsenal go 1-0 up, they can beat them. If they go 1-0 down, they're in trouble. They're very good defensively. Let's see your comments. Box said, Curtis, a.k.a. Columbo. I had to pull up the receipts, man. We're talking about Kroenke. I have to pull up them receipts. Have you seen the new PSG kit? Yeah, their 4th kit. They're just milking it, aren't they, man? Because, I think they've got Messi. They know they can bring out shirts they're going to sell. Jake said, Kurt, what's dangerous is lumping everyone into a group. I'm white in the heart and of US, and I don't agree with any of what Kroenke's actions or racism of any kind. Individual thought, not color. Yeah, 100%. I'm not grouping anybody. If you heard what I said, I'm not grouping anybody. I'm saying deal with people in the right way, if they do wrong. So I appreciate that, Jake. I don't group people, man. Kit releases are trash. They're just playing. How many games have we lost? Yeah, we've lost 7 as well. We've lost the same as Wolves. We've just got 1 more victory than them. We're 2 points clear. As I said, if Wolves beat us tonight, they go above us in the league. But a victory would put us above Man United. And then with 2 games in hand on West Ham. So we wouldn't be in a bad position. And the fact we play Brentford next at home. Jordan has made over $1 billion from them PSG kits. It's an amazing sponsorship deal, man. It's just perfect. I think you'll see more of that. I think you'll see designer brands like Louis Vuitton, and Gucci. I think you'll see them working with football teams, Curtis Shaw TV, you're a brave heart, broski. I appreciate that, bro. Omar said, we have beaten Wolves just once since they came back up in 2018. We don't have a great record against them. We definitely don't. I think last year was when David Luiz gave away that penalty that wasn't really a penalty. The kids will step up tonight. They play for the badge. Let's hope so. A lot of pressure on Lacazette. He has got to perform through the middle if we're going to have any kind of success. This season. He's got to find a way to start scoring goals, Why would anyone come to no ambition Arsenal when they can go and play for West Ham or Newcastle that at least do have ambition? I mean, listen, We can offer the wages compared to West Ham. And Newcastle, obviously, at risk of relegation. I do think Newcastle, in the summer, will buy much bigger players and will start to become a problem. Jeff said LeBron owns shares in Liverpool. Yeah, I saw that. And he takes quite a strong interest in them as well. Harvey said, imagine that Arsenal being sponsored by Louis Vuitton with Diodora one-stripe football. You could see it happening, bro. You could see it happening. Chalky said, them two in hand and Brentford at home. Calm with the win tonight. You're going to live it, bro. Bless. Yeah, I'm doing the live stream tonight. I'm going to do the live stream. 7:15. The link's already out, so jump on there. Smash a like on there. 7:15. It's going to be epic scenes one way or another. You know, the manager has put himself in a position where, you know, he hasn't signed anyone. He's allowed players to go. So now this team has to prove it. Because every time Arsenal, let's say, for example, we don't score tonight, people are going to say straight away, you sold Aubameyang, you didn't sign no one. Lacazette didn't score, Eddie didn't score. That's your fault. You know, they're the kind of things that are going to happen. Yeah, Football Not Curtis, did you see the video of Jim Jones in the Gucci store? Listen, man. I saw it, man. You shouldn't be surprised. You shouldn't be surprised, man. Let's be honest. These designers don't care. You know? This is the way it is. Mike said, designer football shirts, how much are they going to cost? 200. I think it will happen. People will look at the success that the Jordan brand has had with PSG, and they will try and do deals. You saw earlier this year, or last year, obviously I got the hoodie. Arsenal did the 424 collaboration. And I think you will see those kind of deals more and more. Jake said I wasn't referencing. No, it's cool, bro. I know you're in the community all the time. I understand what you're saying. I respect it. The next level is 7th. Yeah, they'll probably celebrate that. Arteta banking on Eddie. Dangerous. BX Gunner said Arteta doesn't inspire confidence. We look helpless. Listen, let me try and finish in a more positive manner. Arsenal can beat Wolves tonight. Wolves are not a team you look at and think, man, like they're unplayable or anything like that. They're not amazing going forward. They're a solid unit with some quality ball players and a couple of good wingers. It won't be easy. If we go there and we're disciplined, we defend properly. I hope Tomiyasu's fit. I don't want to see Cedric or Rob Holding playing. We've got Xhaka and Partey back. I know Granit Xhaka is nowhere near the answer, but it's the best of a bad bunch at the moment. That's all we've got. Can we be solid? Lacazette needs to play higher up the pitch, stop dropping back. They play with wing-backs. The key to this victory tonight will be Arsenal's wingers. When you play against wing-backs, you've got to push them backwards and make them turn into a 5 at the back. So they play Semedo on one side. I'm not sure who they play on the other side. Romain Saiss or something. Push them 2 back. Get Saka, get Martinelli to play them high up the pitch. And then get on the ball and try and make things happen, you know. It's going to be an interesting game tonight. I'm telling you, it will either be a celebration tomorrow that we're moving in the right direction, or, you know, it will be Arsenal therapy and it won't be pretty. Big up to Abby, who said it's my birthday today. A win will be a great present. Let's hope they allow you to enjoy your birthday in style. Big up to everyone for tuning in today. Slightly shorter one today, 55 minutes. Thank you for all your great comments regarding different topics. We always touch on different topics on here if it's relevant. And I appreciate your opinions as well. You know, let me know afterwards if there's anything you want to add. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Go and click on the Twitch link. It is working properly today. When we hit 1,000, we'll go live on there. 7:15 tonight. Scenes FC. Wolves against Arsenal. We haven't played for 2 weeks. Join me for that tonight. And hopefully Arsenal go 3-point collecting. Enjoy the rest of your day before Arsenal come and stress us all out later. Take care, everyone. Bless.